It's all shades of what it is. Okay, let me use you people. But shall I try? I was really through the conversation and lost that her coping mechanism was food. Yeah. She said she started eating too much. And in fact, the same year she lost her Lord have mercy. And that's how I don't understand. Efe, Turi, please go back to Wazobia from whence thou hast come. What are you doing in Nigeria Info?
For the day. I heard you mention food, and then you were saying you think we can. Hello, food, please. That's one of the coping mechanisms for this government. That's the only way we can compensate. Please, I have place.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't go there.
Okay, ma.
Thank you.
We've heard you.
I hope I've made a case for all the food lumps.
No, you've not.
Allow us to eat. See, it's not even a question of eating healthy or not eating healthy now, because just eat so you have strength to face whatever the government is about to do next. Huh?
Efe, bye-bye. Come and be going. We're done with you. You're disrupting our what's it called now?
Ask them.
Ask which people?
Ask them if I've not made a case for
No, you've not made a case for anybody.
you will hear, they'll call you.
Okay.
Let me just leave you.
Okay. Thank you.
Please,
Bye-bye,
don't take
Efe.
our food away.
Thank you, Efe.
Food is life.
Yes, food is life.
Important.
Yes.
Food is a happy place.
Okay.
With these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you.
Okay.
Now you should let the food long.
Coming from Efe that has refused to add weight in her life. This deception. Imagine. And some people are deceiving themselves. Imagine. They say, thank you, Efe. Tell her. He should. Efe is not telling me anything. Have you seen Efe? You need to see her. She doesn't even look it. Yeah, Efe likes food, and she will tell you that she likes food. But she doesn't eat, in that kind of proportion. Right? So, even if you're using food as your happy place, don't eat it like if you don't eat 4 people's portion, you will die. Eat one person's portion. You guys as well. If he's not here, I got the mic and I said what I said. And I'm back tomorrow, I'll say another one. So back to what I was saying. So a lady said that she started eating a lot after she lost either her mom or her dad. I can't remember which of her parents she lost. And she said that was the way she was able to grieve, because she just ate. Just eating. And then she became plumpy and round. And in that kind of situation, people will look at you and be wondering, I thought this person's father just died. Are you sure these children, are you sure they have not killed their father? Are you sure? Grief. All right. Yeah, I shared the story earlier on about the person who took out time to say something about the actress Iniedo, whose father died recently, and the burial was done. That was yesterday or so. It was all over social media. And so she's out and about. And someone was just not happy about that. And so he had to say something. All right. So what I was trying to get people to click, and, these days everything on social media is content for money. Right? But looking beyond whatever his other motive is, or could have been, let's look at the direct, immediate motive, which is to call out someone who is grieving in her own way. So when a person loses a loved one, how should they mourn? Like, really, how? For some people, they withdraw. For some others, they get so busy. They drown themselves in work. And some people try to return to normal life quickly. Yeah, they try. Just tell themselves, okay, such is life. Every one of us will die someday. So it's his turn, it's her turn. She's gone. I have to move on. It's the best thing. And I'm sure they would even appreciate it if I moved on. So let's just do this. But then the society, or should I say a good number of people in the society, they expect grief to look a certain way. deep sorrow, isolation, a long period of mourning, just looking meh, no life, no jolly good fellow, bubbly, just to be a good fellow. But since his wife, since he lost his mother, since he lost his brother, since he lost, he's just there. That's what people expect. So back to the very next day. But then some other persons argue, hey, listen, we all be it, but it's not. What are you? Someone even said, okay, fine. So she should go and buy camp bed and now stay by the grave site so that we will know that she really misses her father. So she's just an example. And then I started reading a lot of things. People started talking about how they went partying after they buried their loved one. And then they went on and on and on and on. And then some other persons came up again and were like, imagine these people. People always have a way of trying to make something bad look like it's okay. Is that how you want to remember your loved one? That you were grooving on their partying to start eating tomorrow. That's what you do on the person. Some of them, they are smiling, making jest and everything. But the other thing is, one person was even sharing how she would be all over the place, but she has refused to watch any movie that is about a father and daughter. She's stopped watching them ever since she lost her dad. But on a normal day, she doesn't even look like she's grieving, but she is actually grieving. Such movies are a trigger for her. She would cry all through. She wouldn't even know what's happening. Grief. Should a grieving person show that they're grieving? I'd like to hear from you. But we'll go to a commercial break. And when I come back, I'm taking your calls. I'm taking your messages. Just stay tuned. You're a public figure. Comport yourself. Should that be the case? Or should they mourn however they choose? Even if their pattern may come off as insensitive. Now, here's the likely implication of a public figure grieving in a way that may not appear like they're grieving. You know, a lot of people look up to them. Young people, especially. They look up to them. And so they might copy it and think that, oh, okay, that's the best way to do it. So, jotting things down. If my father dies after the burial, I should be off to a party the very next day. Okay, I'm getting it. I should be on social media showing off my beauty just the day after the burial. I should let people know that, hey, I know, I mean, he's gone. Yeah, we get it, but I still got my groove on. So you think about it as well, as an aged man or woman. Would you consider it disrespectful if your children moved on, like really started just living their lives like nothing happened a day after they buried you? I mean, come on. Yeah, you want to tell me you're not thinking about dying? You should. If you're in your 80s, 90s or so, yeah, you should already be thinking about that. I mean, people even think about that in their 70s or even less, right? But do you think it's disrespectful? A disregard for the dead? A dishonoring of the memory of the dead, whoever this person is. If their survivor or survivors just go about their lives the very next day after they were buried. Or is it okay? Is it healthy that they've won? Or trying to act like they've moved on? Is it also healthy for other people who are seeing this person and interacting with this person who ordinarily ought to be mourning, but now they're just living their lives? 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, and 0817-923-0007. I'm taking your calls, all right? You can also send a message via WhatsApp to 0809-030-6416. So if you had a colleague whose loved one was just buried and they're back at the office and they're just good, would you feel like, this person has moved on, no? Or would you still feel sorry for even saying that those who, move on as though they've actually moved on are the ones who mourn the longer? They mourn more. Because everything, just a little thing could just be a trigger. They've not actually taken out time to grieve. They've not taken out time to do that. So they may think that all is well until, like the lady who says, I can't watch any movie about love anymore. But then saying, even on the day he was being buried, partying and dancing and looking as though my life is just cool. But anybody who sees me wouldn't know that I'm grieving. So should those who are grieving show that they are grieving? Hello, Christian from Rumokuta. Please do well to call back. I would like to hear from you. All right. And then if you've also had and it's yourself, right? Perhaps it's something you've also done. Maybe you lost a loved one and you moved on quickly. Or maybe you thought you had moved on until maybe a few months, weeks down the line. There was a trigger. And you just realized that, oh, wow, I'm a mess. I should have actually slowed down. I shouldn't have been wearing my makeup the very next day, I should have just shown that I'm grieving. Perhaps it would have been better for me. Maybe people would pace, the red pace. Some people would, the bulk of the work is still the bulk of the work. Nobody is reducing anything for you. Nobody is considering anything because you look like you're good. So why not? More work for her. Give her work. All the responsibilities, let's bring them back again, as usual. And then in the midst of trying to do something important, you spoil something. Because you didn't show that you were still grieving. I'm taking messages on WhatsApp, so send them. I'd like to read from you. Are we live on Facebook? Let me check. I told you earlier that we couldn't stream before because of some network issues. So let's see if that's already fixed. And then we can also get your take on Facebook. And that reminds me now. Remember that you can get on Facebook or any of our social media handles and be a part of One Play. All right? It's right there on Nigeria Info 92.3 PH on Facebook. So get on there and grab this opportunity to win big daily on Nigeria Info. All right? With what One Play is doing. Now, it's pretty simple. Find out. Just go on there. And then you can be a part of it. Buy your tickets. It's just 500 naira daily until the 31st when the raffle draw will be held. And winners will be announced. Who knows? It could be you. Thank you for that. Augustus Jungo Manila says, all right, you agree. All right. So how about you, one who's got that lost something? They're not in a very good mood. That things are not as beautiful as they used to be. I'm crying. We're in mourning. To someone who's grieving, show that they're grieving. And then for those who are public figures or celebrities, do they owe it to the public to show their grief? So even if as a person, you may not want to show that, okay, you're grieving, but because you are a public figure, you're in the eye of the public, people see you every other day and people look up to you. And so if you are grieving, after the news, everybody knows, then you show it. If you don't show it, it becomes a problem because what are you trying to teach the rest of us? What are you showing every other person? So the celebrities owe it to the public to show that they are grieving. I mean, if they would show us that all is well, if they would also show us that they are making it big, how about you also show us when you're grieving? That's the question I'm also asking. So what do you think? 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0002, and 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0003. And now for your WhatsApp messages, you can send them to 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. All right. Someone says, grieving is one difficult aspect of life. There are people who are so expressive about it. They show you they are grieving, and sincerely, I have no problem with that. I also think when you show it, it helps you move on easily, even though it's actually a difficult thing to do. All right. Thank you. What's your name? April. That's your message. So April says, showing that you're grieving helps you to actually deal with it. It helps you come out of it faster than when you're hiding it, than when you're trying to show everybody that you are. Okay, it's still safe to say Jagaban. Because I paused right there. I thought about a lot of things, in just a split second. And then I came to the conclusion that I can still say Jagaban. Oh, Lord have mercy. So yeah, Even though you want to show everybody that you're a jagaban, in quotes, you can just move on from anything. Is it okay to hide grief? Especially when it has to do with the loss of life. Is it okay to rather grieve in private and flaunt a smiling face in the public? Most times it's the males, it's the men that like to grieve in private. And they come out showing everybody like, life is good. Oh, no, we're fine. I mean, it's part of life. How can we do now? Yeah, so we just move on and we give glory to God. Go and meet this same man when he's all alone in his room. He's asking, God, why? God, why? Why me? Why now? And some people don't even know how much the grief is taking a toll on them. They think they're still okay. They think they're hiding it very well until they're really not hiding it. Until something happens and it shows that all is not well with this person. You need to take some time off and idea. They're working. They don't want to be drowned in this loss. And so they would rather get drowned in work. They get so busy, taking on any and everything just so they can keep busy. And some people do that, telling themselves that they're trying to stay strong for the kids, especially when there are kids involved. Maybe it's a spouse who's passed on and then there are kids to look after, and they will say, well, these children cannot, I have to be strong for them. What does it even mean to be strong for them? Does it mean negating your emotions? Is that what it means? Someone who is grieving, should they show that they're grieving? You people should try and be including your name when you send me a message. Okay, Clinton, Mr. Fresh. He says, Constant, some of us now, oh, hey, God, you should help me. Oh, God. Kind of person. So, you may be thinking that you're Obiakbo, in quotes, until it is someone really, really to your heart. So you now saying, it looks like meat, dead meat or something, or wood. But when it's your loved one, that's when the pain hits home. That's when you begin to understand it. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Welcome aboard. What's your name?
I'm Christian from Port.
All right, go on, Christian.
For me, this issue, there are places, for me, if anybody moves on, maybe you lost a person or your father or your mother. I don't see anything wrong with it, but there are some places might come from when things like this happen, it becomes a problem. You will see people talking, maybe your people, your family member, your village people who just lost their papa, If it starts happening, they will assist at the of the thing. You. So they don't even care. When you see the tradition, all of them, when they are coming, like, remember when I lost my father, I saw a lot of people came, even people I don't even know, right from when they came, introduce yourself. So they will talk about it as if you are the cause of the loss. So you have to show them that you are feeling it. Don't just pretend that maybe you, because if you don't show you, there'll be trouble. So that's how I see it. So it might maybe you just get indoors. So I don't see anything wrong with that person. Just move on, because the person can me. Just get it done, and it doesn't make any sense, and you are even killing yourself. Why with that? That's my opinion.
All right, thank you very much. I mean, here's another angle where you have extended families who are looking at you. They want to know your reaction. So of the Bible, where Apostle Paul said something about leaving meat that has been dedicated to idols in a situation where someone who is young in the faith is there, and it's tomorrow you go and buy your own and cook. So in this kind of situation, family members are there, and perhaps everybody is saying, oh, this one was very close to his father, to his mother. Oh, that man was very close to the wife. Oh, the wife, this one was very close to the husband. Maybe you had a conversation with this person before they died, and there's an understanding that there's an afterlife. This is not the end of the road. Should you show that you're grieving, or should you show that you've moved on? Which is safer? Divine from Woji, welcome.
Good afternoon, thank you.
Welcome, sir.
Well, based on what we are discussing, I lost my dad about 3 years back now.
Okay.
And for a look at things like what you said, a day or 2 days after the celebration and all that, I remember, yes, I never really bonded with my dad for that long. I left him as a young boy, probably at the age of 14 or 15. But I bonded with my mom a little. Even though it happened 3 years ago, I had this deep vacuum in me. I was not myself for the first 2-3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Even after the burial, I was not still myself. Still trying to catch my breath that actually, you mean this man is just gone? Some persons are like that. Some persons tend to forget immediately and they carry on. But some, it takes time to carry on. But that doesn't mean that you don't love the person if you carry on immediately. Some friends help to carry on. They know, yes, you are grieved, you're having issues. They come around you, try to make you smile, get you happy to forget what has happened because you carry on with life. That is the truth. You have no choice but to carry on. That's the situation we have found ourselves. But in Africa setting, especially in Africa, we are used to this. You should ask for like 3 months. If you have the opportunity of asking the dead, what is your wish for us? They will tell you, man, I'm gone. Carry on life. Live your life. And that's the truth. My dad passed at the age of 112, and he's going to be with the Lord. So we have our life to live. But some of us, some of my family members, they carried on. In nearly 2 weeks, a week, they carry on with their life. But I couldn't. Probably because I'm the last, I couldn't. I struggled with it, even though we did one month. But for my advice will be, please, nobody should crucify is it Iniedo?
Yeah, Iniedo.
She should not be crucified. That's the way she could carry on with her life. And we should leave her alone. Let her be. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for sharing, Divine. Patrick says, Madam Constanzo, I support the move taken by Iniedo. Until you understand that the person will never come back, you will not know that you are doing yourself a bad thing. Life is for the living and death for the dead. Okay. So the person has passed on. You better move on. Don't stay there grieving and showing that you are grieving. You know, some people have also joined the dead because of prolonged grieving. Sometimes the person who is grieving will not tell you that they are grieving. They're the ones that know what's happening to them. They know what's going on. And because they're not showing that they are grieving, there's nobody offering words of comfort. Everybody feels that, oh, she's fine, oh, he's fine, oh, they're taking it well, oh, she's taking it well, oh. And there are no words of comfort coming from anywhere. You know, sometimes we might tell ourselves, I know all these things now. Well, what would they tell me that I've not heard before? Okay. There's actually something about hearing from other people. The sorry you're telling yourself sometimes might not mean anything until another person actually tells you sorry. And then tears will flow. Oh my goodness me. Elder Joel Adolphus from Degema says, good day, presenter. Grieving is sadness and feeling shock, particularly your loved one. However, today, some people commercialize it, shed the crocodile tears for personal gains. All genuine cases of grieving should be done with caution, as excessive grieving can also attract some health challenges. Yeah, tell me about it. I remember years ago when I lost someone. The way for me crying, like I cried so much, like I never knew you could cry so much that like your eyes would physically hurt. My eyes hurt. Oh, I cried so much. My mom had to sit with me and she started talking, telling me how she's gone through what I'm going through right now and I have to stop. It's enough. In fact, she took out time. So imagine I never really showed that I was still grieving. Those words of comfort wouldn't have come. I would have been crying in the secret, and in the open, I'm all nice and sweet and living my life. But then in the secret, I'm crying. Some have even forgotten about it because this person looks like they've moved on. Nobody's offering any words of comfort. Nobody's reaching out to ask, how are you doing? Nobody. And then they're depressed. And before you know it, some people, it lingers into years. They've not fully come to accept that yes, this person is no more, but it's not the end of your life. They still dress well, spray their really nice perfume, you know. They still carry the aura of a very confident person, very jovial person, but they're dying inside. Yes, they are. You may not know. Dear presenter, nobody is up with Obiakbo. As humans, we feel it at some point. That is how God fashioned us. It also depends on who you lost. However, all right, thank you very much. Good afternoon and happy Tuesday, Ma. 12th of February 2020. I lost my adorable and beautiful niece to pneumonia. Oh my God. I was so fond of her, and this got me super grieved. The day she was laid to rest, I cried myself out. But her father, my brother, in drinking and chatting with friends. I confused, I swear. But the game changed when we got home. My brother wanted to do something else because of grief. It is what it is. Jesse sent us that message. Wow. Wow. Oh, well, thank you so much for having this conversation with me. And I really do hope that you've gleaned something from our conversation today. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to let people see it. You're not weak. It's a human thing to feel down, to feel bad. It's also a human thing to rise above it at the right time. Don't let anybody put you under pressure. All right? Thank you so much for this. And I'll see you after when? Oh, no. I'll see you tomorrow. The news comes up at 3 o'clock. And that's Reverse Today. And after the news, Sam Oracle Chinedu will be here to take you on Hard Facts. Ouch. Oh God, I missed these messages on Facebook. I'll read them before I go. Good afternoon, dear Constance. Grieving for the dead is really something that comes as a result of the love felt for the loved one. Actually, when my dad died, though I felt it, but couldn't really show it openly. As for Iniedo, maybe that's her own way of shelving the grief of mine. Okocha, I don't know what you're saying. All right, Mark Barrymore says, yes, but more majority demand you encourage yourself, even when it comes to the point where it is obvious that you should grieve. Okay. I'm sure it's only leading to the point God could step in at this point before it gets worse. And that's from Victor Marcos. Victor, you need to talk to somebody. Let somebody actually talk to you. All right? Let somebody speak those words of comfort to you. That's what you need to hear. It's not the end of the road. All right? Good afternoon, Mrs. Mega. This has happened to me before. I lost my father, and very few months later, I lost my eldest brother. I was so devastated that I couldn't weep anymore. And I started dancing. So people were bad about me. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. All right, we have to go now. Thank you so much for sharing all you've shared with us on the show so far. All right, but please take our time, grieve, and move on. Grieving is important. You have to. Okay, so social media, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. That's for Facebook, Nigeria Info FM _PH. For Instagram, Nigeria Info PH on X. And then you can find me, Constance Mega on X, Constance Iro Ele on Facebook, and Constance Mega elsewhere. God bless you. I'll see ya when I see ya.
This is 92.3 Nigeria Info, the only place where talk is not cheap.
Nigeria Info. Nigeria. I'm listening.
It's 3 o'clock.
From the nooks and crannies, matters arising, events, sports, and more. This is Read Today on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Get it. Police have arrested 8 suspected kidnappers and rescued 6 of their victims along Aoda Omok Road in Rivers State. The State Commissioner of Police, Olugbenga Adepoju, said this during a joint security briefing at the police headquarters in Port Harcourt today. He said the arrest was carried out by operatives of the Joint Patrol Operation of the Police and the Armed Forces. He also said the Joint Patrol Operation also stopped hoodlums from vandalizing pipelines in Alu and Rumekbe communities on 16th March, leading to the death of the vandals. Now, the CP called on the public to call the following emergency numbers for any complaints: 0803 200 3514, 0803 200 3514, 0901 427 38